Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So I'm out here today with the John Deere 35G, and we've got our small bucket and then also our cleanup bucket. And what the job here today is this is our composted horse manure pile. And then along the back edge of this, if I can get to it without walking through too much horse poop, is the original pile that has been mixed in with topsoil, or actually kind of clay and some other organic material to make topsoil. And what has happened is over time, these trees have grown up in here and kind of taken over some of our pile. So this goes way back here, and this has been piled up for probably 10 years is when this pile was started by Bill. And what I'm gonna do is go through here with the small bucket with the excavator and remove some of these trees that are grown up on the top. And then I'm going to put the cleanup bucket on the Mini X and transfer this material onto the top of this manure. And then that way we can mix this all back in together and get one pile instead of this long pile with another set in there. But these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 10 loads of horse manure out in front of this. So anyway, was that long-winded? That's the job today, and we're going to do it to make topsoil and garden soil for our garden boxes over there and for both of our front yards. So when I get done mixing this with the excavator, Bill will come over with his tractor and pile it up and mix it some more, and we should have some pretty good material. And the goal when we're done with all this is that we'll be able to drive around behind the pile or in front of the pile, basically access it from all directions and be able to keep stirring it up and using it as we need it. All right, so Maggie's here and she's going to film for us, so thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, let's make some dirt out of this poop.
First thing we're probably going to have to do is go rescue this poor little stand, because it ain't going to make it if it stays here. As I suspected, it would have been smashed.
Well, I got my path made around behind the pile. So I took out all the trees that were behind that were encroaching into our pile of topsoil. And like I said, again, that topsoil has been there for years. I did have this big double poplar tree that looks to me like it got hit by lightning years ago and was pretty dead. So I kind of stayed away from that one, but I got out all the small trees. And now what I'm going to do is switch to my cleanup bucket and start slinging all this old material back on top of this new, and that'll be the first phase of mixing this. But yeah, we've got us a nice little road around behind here that either the small tractor or the skid steer can now get behind this pile and help to mix it, and then also pick different spots from the pile when we go to use this stuff. So I'll just transfer all this stuff onto that and then start mixing it in. Hey everybody, so a little voiceover here. I was transferring this material back over onto the new pile of horse manure, and what I found out, I was trying to do it from like the ground level, and really it was so much easier to get on top of that pile and transfer that material. But it was pretty sketchy because that material's soft, and it's also, you know, it was piled up with a tractor, so it's kind of peaked. It wasn't level, and what I found out was I could kind of anchor the bucket and the blade in and then spin the tracks a little bit, kind of like stomping your feet into the ground to get a little more stable base on that excavator. So it was pretty interesting, but it worked really well. Thanks for watching. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. We got all this old composted horse manure that's been mixed with clay, folded back on top of the new pile of horse manure. And now we're going to come in with the tractor and probably the skid steer and stir it all up and make one nice pile that you can get around behind as well as from the front. So it'll help out with mixing, and it'll help out with getting this material when we need it. So appreciate you watching. If you like this content, give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel. And we invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day and be safe.